As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I hope everyone took advantage of the Cyber Monday deals. Now it's time to focus on some football. Bears and Vikings underway on Monday night. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13. Have the first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Johnson on the counter. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. Nonchalant before safety. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, the Vikings sit 4-7 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. And with that last throw, we send out a congratulations to Kirk Cousins. He just went over 40,000 passing yards for his career. Just an incredible number. And the way he's still throwing it, you'd have to figure, heck, 50,000, not out of reach. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Osborne. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line and into the territory. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Cousins steps away to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ty Chandler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Here is third down and 4. Off play action. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Oh, what a move. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to 43. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. In motion right is Osborne. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Handoff right side, Nwangu.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
Pushes past him. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
Shoves him away. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You can see the goal line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Chandler.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Chandler
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 17-3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields.
Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On first down, Fields. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Fields now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On play action, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Here's Chandler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Cousins. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They run it with Chandler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Chandler on second down. Able to slither by. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Fields. Open man, this is Lewis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's DeWander.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Chandler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Cousins going to change it up.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
On the give is DeWander.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Fields.
Buying time to his left.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Here Jackson Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll fire deep, looking for more. That is incomplete.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. In motion comes the tight end left. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.